Hey guys, Matt from Soundrolling.com. Wanted to do a video now. I'm back in the not so sunny UK about two things. Firstly, a buy once, cry once policy, and second about this term mixer recorder. Lots of people are talking to me, obviously, about lots of new things that are coming out, the new Mix Pre series, including the very latest Mix Pre 10T. They're also trying to compare it to the 6 series, they're also trying to compare it to the Zoom, they're trying to compare it to the Tascam, the Sonosax, all of this kind of stuff. And there's a kind of a basic feature set now which is kind of essential for most of us, which is in terms of time code, I would say, is one. Obviously having some form of inputs, some form of outputs, some way to have metadata. Even having things like word clock is really, really good, and that's coming in on a lot of different mixer recorders. But let's get back to this term mixer recorder, because I think it will kind of help clarify for a lot of people what type of thing they're buying. So for instance, I went for the 664, and that was predominantly a mixer with an integrated recorder. That was when the first part of the 6 series came out. Then we had the 633, then the 668, and 688, and I jumped up to the 688 because I needed even more mixing functionality in terms of custom outputs and routing, and the kind of integrated recording function for me was kind of second. It was nice to have the options, for instance, recording in a polywave file where everything's all in one track, but also then being able to record into MP3, also being able to record mono WAVs sometimes. So more options, more flexibility, and that was kind of more on the mixing side of things. The recording side of things doesn't change that much. So it's just all about thinking about your workflow, firstly, because then that's going to dictate how long the gear is going to last you. So for instance, the very first one that I decided to buy back in the day, in 2011 I think, was an Edirol R44, and now I only bought that mainly because it was the best I could get for 4 separate inputs, XLR, and be able to record them. I wasn't really so bothered about mixing, even though I could mix all of those together into a left and right, a scratch track, but it was more for doing just recording into the unit itself. It wasn't really to try and get the sound out to another camera. It wasn't really, I could still no, I don't think I could even time code with that. And then when I upgraded for the time code and the internal storage, and then I got the 664 and then the 688. So that's kind of been my evolution that way. So there's, I guess, to make this video really quick, just remember that when you're choosing a mixer recorder that you want, and you want it to last, buy once, cry once. The least times you buy, the better the things kind of, not necessarily hold in value, but they just hold in terms of value for you. So for instance, the feature set of the Mix Pre 10T is looking really good for even just streaming straight to your computer, having 10 tracks, and even though there's just 2 additional mix tracks on top of that, you're going to be able to route those and customize those as well, which is really nice. So potentially you could have, for instance, just radios on the right, this on the left, or a slightly different mix for one camera as you do another camera. But it is still limited, obviously, compared to the 6 series in terms of outputs. So maybe you do that, and maybe then, or you can wait and have another £1,000, another £2,000, and get something like the 688 or the 633. So just thinking more and more, it's a very tough decision to try and just buy gear, but trying to buy for the long term in the future is kind of the way forward. So just kind of wanted to get that out there as a general thought, just as the mixer recorder kind of combination is becoming more and more central as things stay portable, stay light, and stay integrated. So let me know your thoughts down below, and there's a couple of blog posts coming up, and hopefully some videos, get my hands on some of this stuff to actually compare it as well. So till next time, see you later.